Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. So in this video I'm going to show you my process for setting up outbound campaigns and outbound systems. This is from one of the comments I got on one of my recent videos. He asked me about my process when doing market research, and it's one question that more people should ask, but not enough people ask it. And my guess is that this video won't perform well at all in terms of views, but those of you who actually watch this will get a lot of value from this video, because this is arguably, I'd say this is the most important part in an outbound strategy. So if you have ideas and things that you're wondering about cold email, outbound, inbound, whatever it is, comment them and I'll make a video about them to help you solve them to my best capability, if that's his saying. So let's get into it. He wonders what sort of market research I'm doing when I'm starting working with the companies, and his example here is IT companies or marketing companies, right? So we're actually going to use his example here. The first thing I do every single time is that I try to identify potential angles, and how I do this is simple. I just go into ChatGPT. By the way, the reason this is here already is because I re-recorded this video because I just kept on yapping the first time for no reason. But the first thing I do is I simply go to ChatGPT. I ask, what are the most common ways for marketing agencies to acquire clients? Then we get a bunch of ways that they are currently doing to get clients, right? And what we do then is all of these different things are potential angles. So if we approach someone who's running paid ads to get clients, our copy and our approach would be completely different compared to someone running outbound campaigns, right? So if someone is running outbound campaigns, then I would say, interesting that you're running outbound campaigns because we recently helped a marketing agency get 50 new clients in 6 months. Can I share the case study on how we did that? And if someone is running inbound marketing, then our copy would look completely different. And if someone is, using whatever this is, like these are, I've honestly no idea what those are, right? But the idea here is that it's completely different, and you will be able to adapt your language much better and adapt your copy much better to their current situation. So the next thing is I try to look for signals for these angles. So instantly now I think okay, people running outbound marketing, well, that's an angle that I have that I can leverage, right? But the problem now is, for us to target this angle, there needs to be a way for us to scrape leads that are running outbound campaigns. So the second thing I look at now is signals, right? Things that are tangible. So now we're going to do this. Take this, copy this, and most of you probably have knowledge already about the tools they could be using, but let's say you don't. Then you just write, what are the most common technologies for technologies that marketing agencies who get clients from outbound marketing are using, right? It doesn't have to be perfectly formatted, the question, right? Then you get here, right? So now we get email outreach tool, Mailshake, Lemlist, Quickmail, Reply.io, Woodpecker, right? Email verification tools. You see, we get all of these things here. HubSpot, Salesforce, Hunter, right? So these are, here, I just want to see here. Oscar Moen's Vinna AI. That's not at all because I've searched that before. But yeah. So this is my SaaS, but they misspelled my name for some reason. But yeah, you get the idea. Now we have a bunch of different technologies that they are using. So what do we do next? Well, now we need to find leads that are using these technologies. So I'm just going to take the cold email platforms here, for example, right? So what I do then is I always start with technology filters on sources on Apollo, like Apollo, because that's the easiest way to find leads, right? That's the lowest hanging fruit. So let's say now we go in here and we click people, and then we can keep this in. Let's remove that for now, right? Let's remove this for now. Then we go to technologies, we paste this in, check. No results found. Okay, next one, Lemlist. Paste it, no results found. Then we go back here again, quick mail, right? And the reason we're doing this is because if that's a technology filter here, well, then we can easily scrape all of these leads. There are no like additional steps involved. But typically, like for these technologies to appear here, there has to be something that you install on the website, such as a Facebook pixel or, active campaign tracking pixel or whatever it is. So these aren't installed there. We can try Woodpecker as well, but I don't think, yeah, exactly. So those weren't in there. Now what we can do is like HubSpot, but that's too broad, right? People use it for everything. Salesforce, same there. Those are CRMs. So we really need to like look here what they could be using here. Aircall, ring, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Okay. So now let's say, like you can keep going on this, by the way. You can keep going, but this is, we're not finding anything here. Right, let's just say that I'm sure that there would be a way to find something here that exists on Apollo. But for the sake of this video, that's the first approach I'm taking, right? Find technologies here. So say it was Active Campaign, then boom, we have it there. Now, I don't find them here. Then what I do in that case is I, for example, take this tool, say we're going after people using reply.io. What I do in that case is I go to LinkedIn and then I search for the tool. We have it here. How many followers do they have? Isn't available. What? Here we have reply, right? We go in here, 1,000 followers. That's not enough data. So then we go for the next one. What do we have? Lemlist, right? Mailshake. Let's take Lemlist first. Right. 33,000 followers. Now we're talking. So we have 33,000 people that follows Lemlist. And now our job here is to filter out marketing agencies that are using this tool. Now, the best way to approach this and where you get most accurate data, because a lot of people tend to follow Lemlist, but they're never like using it, or they used it way back, but they're not using it anymore. So if you want to get the best possible data, what you do then is to find ambassadors for these brands. So you can search for like Lemlist here, and then you go to like, you can scroll down, maybe go to posts, right? And then you just try to find people here that are posting. So this one, for example, right? You try to find ambassadors for the brand, and then you scrape their post likers. But I'm going to make it more simple now. I'm just going to go into Lemlist. And now the next step here is to actually scrape the people who are using this tool. And this is not a paid promotion, by the way, by anyone, but I think this is his name. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. So this guy, Scrape LI. So these guys is one way to scrape LinkedIn company followers. You go in here and then you can click like start, and you can give him the data and everything, and he will actually scrape it for you. Now, the other way, and the benefit of doing this, is that you can scrape people who matches your ideal customer persona. So you can filter people based on their title, industry, keywords, etc. before getting the leads. The other way is to use a tool called exportapollo.com. And what you can do in here is scrape people who are following a certain company. But the problem with doing that is that you don't get they aren't necessarily matched against your ideal customer persona. So you would have to run this list through a tool like Clay, which can be expensive, and therefore, even though it's cheaper to scrape the followers using this, it will end up more cheap using scrape LI, whatever you call it, in the long run, right? Because you already get the done lists. So that's how I would scrape them. And then once you have them scraped, now it's sort of time for the copywriting aspect of it. So what we do here in the copywriting aspect, or honestly first is the strategy, and that's something I should probably go over as well so you understand the context here. And I use the same strategy in all of my cold email campaigns, and I've done this for the past 3 years. And a lot of people think I founded Vinna because I saw like huge money potential and blah blah blah. It's not true. I founded it in the beginning to actually serve as a tool for myself, because I've been using video for as long as I can remember. And I even had an agency called Matic Video that manually did video outreach for marketing agencies. So what I do here is, this is the first step of the email campaign. And then we have the follow-ups here. So follow-up number 1 and follow-up number 2, right? So, and then in here, like the next sequence here is a subsequence. And here we have 1, and then we have follow-ups, right? Oh. So there are 2 sequences. It's the main and it's the sub. And what I'm doing here, and this entire strategy is around video. So I create a lead magnet using my tool Vinna AI. And if you don't know what Vinna AI is, it's essentially a SaaS. It lets you create personalized landing pages at scale. So I can, for example, create a landing page like this here, right? And a testimonial here, and then my landing page here. And then obviously generate personalized videos as well. So you can literally, I'll just show you an example of it. Let's take, we can take this one here, right? So here is what I mean by this. So if you open this one, you can see it's a video here, and it's me scrolling like on a website. And if we take, I think this one is actually better because it's with personalized backgrounds. But if I open this here, you'll see that this is the video now. I'm scrolling on this guy's LinkedIn profile. The video is personalized. The landing page is personalized. It's value on the landing page. And, it's value here. You can see it's the same website for everyone, but it changes the variables in the background. That's what my tool does. And what I do is I create lead magnets with my tool. So a landing page that essentially, like, for example, send videos in cold emails without landing in spam. So my entire goal with my entire outbound campaign is to get people to watch the lead magnet. Because once people watch the lead magnet, right, then we will be able to see exactly how they engaged, how long they watched, if they clicked the call to action, if they booked, if they didn't book, right? We know everything. And that way, as soon as they click on the lead magnet, people think that, okay, they watch the lead magnet and then just pray that, oh, they convert or not. No. When they click on the lead magnet, then instantly, we have them in our pipeline. So then we run workflows with Zapier and Make to like, okay, they watched the video, now LinkedIn, email, maybe even have a like sales rep to call them. It activates an entirely new workflow in an entirely new ecosystem, you can say. But the way we get them to watch this video is obviously by embedding them in an email. And The problem with this is that you can't send the video in the first email at scale because you would kill deliverability. So what I'm doing is I'm sending the video here and I'm sending the video here. So the only way people get pulled in here is if they respond positively to this, right? So that's the way they get to the landing page. Either they respond positively to the initial email, very first email in the sequence, and then I send them over to them, or they receive the video if they don't respond to the initial email. So regardless if they respond here or if they don't respond here, they receive the exact same email here. And the only reason we do this is because we can't send the video here. We would like to send the video here, but it's just accepting reality. We can't. So now to the copywriting. Because we are, because our goal here in the initial copy is simply to get them to respond positively, we're going to use a soft call to action and a short email copy. You want to give just enough information here for them to get interested and respond, send it over. That's it. No grandiose copy with like this many paragraphs and personalization. No, none of that. So what we can write here is exactly what I mentioned earlier of this video. So like, hey name, interesting that you are running outbound campaigns, right? Because we helped, because a similar agency, marketing agency, and then name, right? Let's say like Gomatic, that's my cold email agency. Hey name, interesting that you're running outbound campaigns, because a similar marketing agency, Gomatic, generated 30, what can it be? Like 30,000 last month with our outbound bound system. And then like, I'd be happy to share the case study, and I'm interested that you're running outbound campaigns because a similar marketing agency, Gomatic, generated 30K last month with our outbound system. And then if you want here, you can throw in, this is something as well that's more like advanced, but throw in names and things that they know. So for example, we know that they're following Lemlist on LinkedIn, and we know that they're likely know about Instantly and all of those. So as well with our outbound system, we used what was it called? Lemlist. We used Lemlist and Instantly for this, and I'd be happy to share an overview of our process, of our outbound process. Can I share? Can I send it? Can I send it over here? Right. So then you have like, hey name, Hey Oscar, interesting that you're running outbound campaigns because a similar marketing agency, Gomatic, generated 30,000 last month with our outbound system. We used Lemlist and Instantly for this, and I'd be happy to share an overview of our outbound process. Can I send it over here? Right? This can be tweaked and can be improved, but just so you get the idea. So now this is adapted to one specific angle, which is key. It makes you stand out from everyone else, because what enables you to stand out in a crowded inbox isn't your copywriting skills. Because even if you have the best copywriting skills in the world, if you're just scraping leads from Apollo, there is only so much you can say. But when you have this information of them, you have leverage. You have the advantage of all the other agencies reaching out to this person, because you know something that they don't know. And this is key. And that's what enables you to write targeted copies, relevant copies, that actually solves a problem that they're currently facing. So then we have it there. And then obviously, we can just copy this text here, and we can paste it in here. Right? And make this a bit smaller. Let's put it right here. Right? So now we have the first copy done here. Boom. That's this copy right here for the main. And now we need to write these two copies. So this one right here and this one right here. And the way we do this is we can go back here. And then you simply write. And this is the email where we're going to have the video, the lead magnet. And now we understand the context of the lead magnet. So the lead magnet must actually showcase this right here. And typically, and this is what's so amazing with the new update of Vinna, because typically when you sent out personalized videos, it was only a video. You couldn't share any additional value. So all you could do in a video is essentially just like send over this right here, right? Here is a video. And then it's like a personalized video, and then maybe you combine it with something else. But what's so powerful now is that you can actually send over the lead magnet, right? So you send it over here. You have the lead magnet in here. It can either be like a link to a flowchart, or it can be like a YouTube video that you've embedded, whatever it is. Then they can get nurtured by that content and actually watch a valuable resource from you. And then you have a video, which is a pitch, which is this one right here. So obviously when they land here, then you just say something in the beginning. I've embedded the video or outbound process beneath this video where you can check it out. By the way, if you're watching this video, you might struggle to get results with cold email. We've helped over 300 marketing agencies generate $8 million in revenue, specifically through outbound campaigns. I would love to have a meeting with you to discuss synergies and to see if we would be a great fit. You get the idea? Like you have a pitch here, and then you have the value here. Now what you also can do is, of course, remove the value and just send the pitch. So, but anyway, I feel like this is more like you'll be more likable and you have more to say when you're reaching out, because very few people, let's say that of the 100 people that watch this per day, I would say about 10 to 20 of them will book a meeting directly with you. The other 15 meetings you'll book, they will come from the aftermath. So the follow-ups, the LinkedIn workflows, etc. Right? But anyways, let's write this copy now. So what I always start these copies with is something that it should feel like they should expect this email. So you would write name. Here's the process, right? Here's the process. And then you add the video here, video link. Oscar, here's the process, video. And then down below here, we we've generated millions in revenue for marketing agencies using tools like Lemlist, Instantly, and SmartLead. We have a and then you can even throw in like so this is also more advanced now, what I'm about to write now, because this is something that only comes from experience. But I know that people who are in the cold email community and like follow these companies on LinkedIn, they know that offer is key, right? They need a good offer. That's what they hear all the time. It's like $100 million offer, bros. You get what I'm saying? So what you write here is something to counter that, to make sure, like, to say essentially that you're unique. Our process works. Our process works even if you don't have an irresistible offer / risk reversal, right? Risk reversal. So you don't, and then you could throw in a yoke here. Maybe not something I recommend, but why the fuck not? So you don't have to put your, so you don't have to use your wife as collateral to sign clients. Lol. Are you open to the idea of outsourcing your outbound marketing to someone who's booked, 5,000, to someone who's booked over 5,000 meetings? Yeah, something like that. So then you just have name, here's the process, video. We've generated millions in revenue for marketing agencies using tools like Lemlist, Instantly, and SmartLead. And here, another advanced thing. What I like to do here is I always don't want to start the sentences with things that are sort of natural. Everyone says this, like, we've generated millions in revenue for marketing agencies. What I like to do is reverse this sentence to sort of make it to sort of as a pattern interrupter, and that forces your prospects to think when they're reading it. Because when you receive an email and it says we've generated millions of revenue for marketing agencies, like, you can read it by using like 0.00001% of your brain power because you've heard it so many times. But if I just flip the sentence here and do like, with tools like Instantly, Lemlist, and SmartLead, we've generated millions in revenue for marketing agencies, right? And now all of a sudden, like, which sentence forces you to think more, this or this? With tools like Instantly, Lemlist, and SmartLead, like, instantly here in this sentence, you mention things that very few people that are cold emailing them can mention because they don't have the data. They don't have the information to mention this. So with tools like Instantly, Lemlist, and SmartLead, we've generated millions in revenue for marketing agencies. Our process works even if you don't have an irresistible offer / risk reversal, so you don't have to use your wife as collateral to sign clients, lol. Are you open to the idea of outsourcing outbound marketing to someone who's booked over 5,000 meetings? And there we go. So now we have this copy right here. We can just copy it. And then we can, paste it in here, right? Put it here. And then take this one and put it here. So now we have all of these copies here. And the exact same email goes to this here as here. Exact same email, no difference. Now, after this, I like to start the campaign because this is as much as I need to start the campaign. These follow-ups here and this workflow afterwards, it's if you build this out, which takes a lot of time with make integrations and SAP your workflows, etc., you build it out. It takes you, 6 hours to build out or whatever it takes. Maybe not that long, but you get the idea. But then you end up getting 0 positive replies or nobody watches the video. Well, then you've wasted that time. It's better to first set up something like this quick, like I've done now in 31 minutes, run it, test it. If you get results, then build it out. Right? But this enables you to test much more. So that's my approach to that. And then obviously, then I create the landing page. So what I would do is go in here and create a new landing page. And let me move this over here. And then you can either select like a template here or whatever you want to do. Right? But let's say we don't, or actually let's just use this template here, right? And then I would just rewrite this. So first name, scale company name with our outbound, with our proven outbound process, with our proven outbound system. And then add like a sentence down here. Like we've generated millions in sales. Or actually, fuck that. I'll just go back. All right, you get the idea what to write there. It's such a waste of time me writing it out there. But then obviously what I would do is don't have pricing on your page. And maybe even like you could add, what I definitely recommend that you add is testimonials. They need to trust you. This is super important. So what you can do here is like say add this one right here. And then you can just go to your YouTube or wherever you have testimonials. So I'll just go in here now.
Ladies and
oh, that's awkward. Right, so what we're gonna do now is go here. Yeah, nice, I have testimonials here. And then you just take like the testimonials you can find, right? Copy it. Actually, let's do embed. We don't have link embed just yet, but let's do this here. Copy embed code, and then go back in here and now let's throw in, say like a video block, this one right here, throw it in there maybe. Then just HTML view, all, boom, done, right? So now I have it in here, and then we can throw in like a testimonial or whatever here. Now the goal with this landing page is 2 things. Get them to watch this video, and this pitch right here should be a super short pitch, is what I recommend, especially now with a new Vinna update. Before I had a slightly different strategy to it, but this one should be very like short, 40 seconds, 1 minute, right? So thank you for clicking on this video. I really appreciate you taking the time. Now, reason I'm making this landing page here is to show you sort of our outbound process and show you proof that we actually can deliver. So if you scroll down on this landing page, it will be filled with social proof. And at the very bottom, you will see a resource that explains exactly how we're generating, millions of dollars with outbound, blah, blah, blah. And then obviously like add everything here before that. And then you have like this down here and then, Vinna, right? And that's how it works. So you just customize this landing page exactly how you want. And then obviously you upload your leads to Vinna. And then you generate the videos. And then you will have landing pages like this that I showed you in the beginning of the video. And then when we embed these landing pages into a email, right, it will look, something like this, right? It will be a wow, I missed that screenshot. But it will be a thumbnail of you scrolling on their website or LinkedIn profile or whatever, which increases click-through rate. And as soon as they click on that, then you will be able to see that, because if I click here, for example, campaigns. If I click here, for example, I can to video played, you will be able to see exactly who viewed your video, clicked call to action. You'll be able to see exactly who clicked the call to action. And you will also get the total stats here. You can filter it out. And then more powerful, or the most powerful thing here, is our Zapier and Make integration. So then your mission is accomplished. You want them to click on this video, right, landing page. And then as soon as they have entered this here, then you have another workflow which follows up with them, like LinkedIn or dynamic follow-up. So on email, like, I saw you only watch this much, blah, blah, blah. That's like the strategy. So how I'm approaching this, to summarize it, is that I don't think I split it up. So I first think, how many landing page visits do I need to get, say, 10 meetings? And let's be pessimistic here. Let's say I need 100 landing page visit. That's my average conversion rate. 100 landing page visits to get 10 meetings, 10% conversion. And then I just think like, okay, well, how many do I want per day meetings? Let's say, 5 per day. That means I need to get 50 people every single day to visit this landing page to get 5 meetings a day. And then I just need to ask myself, well, how many emails do I need to send to get 50 landing page views? And then you do that. And obviously 10% conversion rate on these videos is very pessimistic. Realistically, you will convert 20-25% of the landing page visits. And some of my videos convert at about 40-50%. So it's just about how good the landing page is, really. But that's my strategy, and that's how I do the research and write the copies and approach everything. Now, this has been probably the longest video I've ever uploaded to YouTube, and I'm sure that this video doesn't resonate to a lot of people. I think this video, if my predictions are right, will get about 12 views, and 10 of them will drop out after 10 seconds. But if you made it this far, congratulations. And as a gift to you, and I'll put this in the description, but none of them will read the description, you have a 30% lifetime discount code for Vinna AI if you want to sign up. So you can use that code, sign up, and talk to you there. Cheers.